Field of 5 sophomore filly trotters moving up, and away they go. They're off and trotting. Good getaway for the field, led by number 3, Sweet Reason, into the first turn. Sweet Reason opens up by a couple lengths. Zsa Zsa DeBoer settles into second. On the outside third is Flaming Tricks and driver Mark Ray. La Nina's Yankee, fourth now, takes over third. And the early trailer is Jago for Jim Stiltner as the rain begins a little bit heavier. Approaching the opening quarter, it is Sweet Reason. And driver Kim Vincent going to cut the opening stanza 32 seconds. Single file into turn number 2. Sweet Reason, the commander, by a length and a half over Zsa Zsa DeBoer and driver Chuck Perry. Couple back to John Wagner's La Nina's Yankee. Another 2 back to Jago, who's taken over fourth. Shuffle back to fifth. That was Flaming Tricks and driver Mark Ray. Single file as they pass the grandstand for the first time. Sweet Reason has been the front stepper thus far. Couple lengths to Zsa Zsa DeBoer. La Nina's Yankee still in good striking position, 1, 4, and 2 at the half. Into the turn they go, no changes in the running order. Sweet Reason now by about 2.5. Zsa Zsa DeBoer trying to keep it close in second. Couple to La Nina's Yankee, 2 back to Jago, and Flaming Tricks is 2 back of Jago. Down the backside, approaching 3/4. Strong on the front is Sweet Reason, 2.5 still. Zsa Zsa DeBoer right there, 3/4, 134 and 4. To the outside comes Jago with a move, taking over third, and Stiltner's rocking and rolling in the bike. Meanwhile, at the front, the lead is diminishing a little bit. Sweet Reason still up on top now by a length over Zsa Zsa DeBoer, poised for the stretch, and here they come. Sweet Reason going to show the way, trying to complete that wire-to-wire journey. Sweet Reason. Here comes Zsa Zsa DeBoer outside. Zsa Zsa gaining, not going to do it. It is a coast-to-coast trip for Sweet Reason and driver Kim Vincent in 2:04 flat. Here comes the trio of 3-year-old colt trotters. And away they go. They're off and trotting. Psycho going to gain control of the field early on. For driver Art Stafford, dropping in a second initially is Trot Away Marvin with reinsman Chris Shaw. And on the bobble right now, Great Am I. Mark Gray trying to get his Great George II trotter back on the gate as they straighten up down the backside, approaching the opening quarter. Psycho going to trip the timer there. 30 3/5, not bad. Psycho showing the way by 2 lengths. Trot Away Marvin is right there in second. Trotting once again to the back end is Great Am I. A ways back though. Psycho through the turn. 2 lengths the best. Trot Away Marvin keeping it close in second, trying to make up the gap. On the far end is Great Am I as they pass the grandstand for the first time. The crazed gelding Psycho hits the half in front, 102 1/5. Trot Away Marvin very close in second, about a length and a half shy, and Great Am I is nearly back in the chase here as they swing through the third turn, approaching 3/4. Down the backside it is Psycho indeed still. Looking for that coast-to-coast venture. Now beginning to put some distance between himself and Trot Away Marvin. We're looking at 3 lengths now. And it's going to be Psycho at 3/4, 133 4/5. Great Am I still trying to get back into the fray here. Into the final turn. Psycho, the commander, that 3-length margin has resumed. Trot Away Marvin looking quite solid in second. And Great Am I, nice job getting back into the chase there, is still third, turning for home. Psycho and Art Stafford Jr. for trainer Carla Poliseno going to complete this journey in coast-to-coast fashion. 2:03 2/5, followed by Trot Away Marvin and Great Am I.
Across the start, still in front, Hillbilly Camtastic. As he reaches the turn, coming on the inside. Faster than the car. Heading for the quarter pole, nice and smooth, still on gate. He's crossing the quarter pole with 33 3/5 seconds. Coming down around another turn. Headed for the half. And coming up the stretch to half a mile. Still hillbilly camtastic. 104 flat for the half mile. Steady around the turn and headed for the three-quarter pole.
Hillbilly Camtastic approaching three quarters. That fraction 137 2. She was the winner of the 2-year-old Prep and Championship Division a year ago. And will do the same this year as well. Through the final turn comes Hillbilly Fantastic. Frank Milby charging through the stretch here with the sole participant, Hillbilly Camtastic, crossing. Here comes the field of four moving up. And away they go. They're off and pacing. Good getaway for the group, and Fire Me Up is going to fire it up initially right on the front end. Dropping into the pocket second is My Girl Lou. Out of third, Hillbilly Kisses. And right there in fourth is Breeze Away B. Down the backside they go, and Breeze Away B is going to pop to the outside first over, and now third, now second, and Breeze Away B stride for stride at the quarter pole in 31 1, and Breeze Away B with Ocean Downs leading driver Alan Davis going to go right to the front, take control of the field. Shuffle back to the pocket is Fire Me Up and John Wagner. Length and a half to third of My Girl Lou for Justin Vincent. Out of fourth is Hillbilly Kisses for Frank Milby. Single file as they pass the grandstand for the first time. Breeze Away B. Got about a 2-length cushion right there over Fire Me Up. Halftime goes a minute 4/5. Third still to My Girl Lou. Out of fourth is Hillbilly Kisses, and through the turn they go. Breeze Away be the commander. The lead is diminishing, however. Fire Me Up is very close in second. Now the gap between third and second closes as well. My Girl Lou is right there, as does the gap between fourth and third, as Hillbilly Kisses tightens up as well. Down the backside should be a good finish. Approaching three quarters, Breeze Away B still the commander, 130 2/5 at that third fraction. Breeze Away B by one. Fire Me Up waiting to pounce. Two back the third, My Girl Lou. Hillbilly Kisses still trails, and through the turn they go. Breeze Away B trying to complete that wire-to-wire journey. This will be the fourth race in a row this happens. We'll see. Breeze Away B opening up by two. Wagner goes to the inside with Fire Me Up, but Breeze Away B is going to be the best today in 1:59 1/5. Fire Me Up. Field of 5 2-year-old colt trotters on the move. And away they go. They're off and trotting. Everybody's on gate. Nice departure for the field. Chauffeur is going to show the way into the first turn comfortably. Mr. Herbst drops into the pocket second. A length and a half third to Racing Rudy. Out of fourth is Just Resting My Eyes, and the early trailer is Lord Fairfax. Pretty well spaced as they approach the opening quarter. Chauffeur is the front stepper by a length over Mr. Herbst. Chauffeur is going to cross in 31 2/5. Art Stafford Jr. in the bike aboard Chauffeur, leading by a length over Mr. Wagner's Mr. Herbst. Racing Rudy third for Corey is Just Resting My Eyes continues the fourth place journey. Lord Fairfax was on the bobble and trails a ways back. Lord Fairfax was rough gated. The front four in front of the grandstand single file first time around. Chauffeur, still the front stepper by a length. Halftime goes 103. Mr. Herbst in the pocket still second. Grayson Rudy closing the gap from third, and the red and yellow of Chris Upplett's Just Resting My Eyes is fourth. Lord Fairfax back on the gate, crosses the halfway part. Down the backside they roll. Chauffeur, the front stepping journey continues. Mr. Herbst very close in second, going to go back 2.5 to Grayson Rudy third. Fourth now coming outside. First over, Just Resting My Eyes is on the move, 3/4 in 134 and 3. Just Resting My Eyes, rocking and rolling here for Chris Upplet on the outside. The front stepper still. Chauffeur is going to show the way into the turn. Mr. Herbst still second. Just Resting My Eyes third, and trying to gain on those first two as they turn for home. Chauffeur trying to go wire to wire. Chauffeur opening up by 2, and Chauffeur indeed is going to capture the 2-year-old Cole Trot, crossing in 2-4 and 4/5, followed by Here comes the field of 4 moving up. And away they go. They're off and pacing. And a good getaway for the field, and Sketcher especially with an impressive getaway, opening up by 4-5, now by 6. Into the first turn, Rusty Houdini is in second to the outside third. Here comes Little Firm, and the initial trailer is Rockabilly Idol as they zip down the backside. Sketcher rocking and rolling big time here. About a 7 or 8 length cushion. Here comes Little Firm taking over second. The opening quarter is going to be clocked in 30 and 1/5. Things settling in a bit now as Sketcher is on top. The lead is diminishing. Little Firm is within 4 now. Couple back to Rusty Houdini, and third for Justin Vincent. Here comes Rockabilly Idol to the outside with Frank Milby still trailing as they prepare to pass the grandstand first time around. On the front end, Bill Carter aboard Sketcher, coming off back-to-back wins here at Woodstock. Sketcher crosses the half in 59 and 4. Little Firm is 3 lengths back in second now. Rusty Houdini a length behind Little Firm, and in the back is Rockabilly Idol, but very much in contention as they swing through that third turn. Sketcher, 3 lengths still the best. Little Firm and Chuck Perry right there in second. Rusty's Houdini third. Rockabilly Idol is fourth. Rusty's at the blink of an eye pops to the outside first over. Rusty's Houdini rocking and rolling with Mr. Vincent 3/4 in 129 and 4. Rusty's Houdini is trying to catch Sketcher, who has been there from the get-go. Rusty's drops into the pocket now, waiting for the stretch. Rockabilly Idol clears now in third. Rusty's Houdini once again comes to the outside, and Rusty's Houdini is going to meet Sketcher stride for stride, nose to nose, turning for home. Here they come in the 3-year-old Colt pace on the outside. Rusty's Houdini is going to cruise right on by, and Rusty's captures the race 159, followed by Sketcher. 7th race on the move. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Good getaway for the entire field, jostling for position. Number 5, Caviar Eden's going to zip right to the front, giving chase Caviar Revere with Caviar Sage in the pocket third. Caviar's in the top 3 positions. Heading down the backside they go. Caviar Revere, WRC Active God on the back end. Never Fear Lloyd is here. Has become the front stepper, 29 and 3 at the opening quarter. That's Wagner taking over control with Never Fear. In the pocket, it's going to be Caviar Revere. Caviar Sage is third for Kim Vincent. Caviar Eden is fourth for Chris Shaw. And WRC Active God trails for Billy Carter, but still very much in contention. Pretty tight field as they come out of turn number 2 in front of the grandstand. Never Fear Lloyd is here. That's John Wagner in the bike. Caviar Revere into the pocket. Caviar Sage followed by Caviar Eden, and WRC Active God. Halftime goes 1 minute 3/5. Into the third turn they go. Never Fear Lloyd is here by 1. Very tight field. Caviar Eden comes to the outside first over. Caviar Eden and Chris Shaw on the move. Fourth, now third, now challenging second. Coming outside now, Caviar Revere comes to the outside first over. within a neck now of front stepping Never Fear Lloyd is here. Those two cross 3/4 nearly together, 131 and 2. Wagner has held out the challenge thus far. Never Fear Lloyd is here, is still up on top. Caviar Sage with a gorgeous pocket journey. Caviar Revere first over. Caviar Eden with cover fourth. Coming for home should be a nice finish here. Caviar Eden, Tyler Sheehan outside gaining on the front stepper. Never Fear Lloyd is here. Caviar Sage to the inside, driving for the wire. 3 across the track. Never Fear Lloyd is here. Coast to coast, 159 and 4. The field of 5 moving up. And the freshman group are off and trotting. Nice getaway, everybody's on gate, and Airtime's going to go right to the front with Rocky Bomber alongside in second. Those two are going to battle for the lead. Airtime outside and Rocky Bomber inside. Rocky's going to win the early duel. Settling for third there, Jared Zalak. 2 back to Quit Your Belly Aching. On the back end, Riddle Me This was Rough Gate. Riddle Me This has refound the trotting gait but trails. Opening quarter is going to be authored by Rocky Bomber in 31 1/5. Airtime is right there in a close second for driver Art Stafford. 2 back to Jared Zalak and John Wagner. Out of fourth, Betsy Brown's Quit Your Belly Aching. And Riddle Me This for Frank Milby, trying to get back into the fray as they exit turn number 2. Bruce Trader aboard Rocky Bomber, opening up by 4 by 5 now for the Virginia Louth and Arthur Lisi battery. Going to cross the half in 1:02. Airtime is second. Jared Zalak, a length and a half back in third. Quit Your Belly Aching trotting fourth, and out of fifth is Riddle Me This, still trotting. Through the third turn, Rocky Bomber. Airtime still in second. It's been that way through the first 5/8 of a mile. Jared Zalak trotting third as they approach 3/4. Quit Your Belly Aching's fallen off a bit in fourth, and back to Riddle Me This. At 3/4, the fraction 132 3/5, Rocky Bomber. Trying to go wire to wire. Got about a 2.5 length cushion over Airtime. Airtime is on the bobble. Airtime goes off stride. Jared Zalak now takes over second. Rocky Bomber all by his lonesome. The He's Spooky Colt. Going to show the way home here. Rocky Bomber driver Bruce Trader. They're going to go coast to coast here in the Colt Trot crossing in 2-2 2/5, followed by Jared Zalak in second. Airtime rebounded to get third. Quit Your Belly Aching fourth. And Riddle Me This fifth. Field of 5 moving up. And away they go. They're off and pacing. Everybody's on gate, and Virginia Cruiser is going to cruise right to the front, open up by 2, by 3, and by 4. Caviar Val settles for second. Couple lengths back to It's the Hillbilly Rock in third. 2 back to fourth, KJ Michael for John Wagner. And closing the gap out of fifth, it is Caviar Madden. On the front, Virginia Cruiser going to cruise at the opening panel 29 1/5, not too shabby. Caviar Val is in second. 3 back to It's the Hillbilly Rock and Wayne Long in third. Out of fourth, KJ Michael, followed by Caviar Madden. Coming out of turn number 2, KJ Michael pops to the outside first over, but it's Virginia Cruiser still the star performer, as KJ Michael with a big move here is going to challenge at the half in 1 2/5. Virginia Cruiser on the inside, KJ Michael on the outside. KJ's going to pop back into the pocket for the meanwhile. Caviar Val, 3 lengths back in third. Out of fourth, it is Caviar Madden. And to the outside, it's the Hillbilly Rock as they head down the backside. Virginia Cruiser has held out the challenge thus far with KJ Michael. A length separates that duo. Caviar Val watching the give and take on the front end from third. 3/4, 130 flat, and they're together again. KJ Michael outside is going to try to zip by this time, and Mr. Wagner will succeed. KJ Michael and Virginia Cruiser still 1 and 2. Virginia Cruiser is playing hardball though, and now Virginia Cruiser has held up that challenge as KJ Michael took a bad step. Virginia Cruiser and Mark Gray going to show the way home, having held off a stubborn challenge. But on the outside, Caviar Val now thunders right on by. Caviar Val and Tyler Sheehan going to capture the 9th race. Here come the Lady Freshmen, and away they go. They're off and trotting. Break before the start was KJ Deb. KJ Deb is on the bobble here. Gates a keeper, meanwhile, in the first turn, takes control of the field, to which he challenges on the outside, drops now into the pocket. 3 lengths back to Lizzie Borden trotting third. Couple to Luring Lucille in fourth. Out of fifth, it's going to be Mimi and Me. And still in the bobble is KJ Deb. Approaching the quarter, Gates a keeper. A length the best, 31 seconds at the opening stanza. Tuichi second for Frank Milby. Out of third at Zan Kaiser's Lizzie Borden. Chuck Perry and Luring Lucille trotting fourth, and fifth it is Betsy Brown and Mimi and Me. Well-spaced single file through turn number 2 as they approach the grandstand for the first time. Gates a keeper, trained by Arlene Cameron. All by Pam Wagner, driven by John Wagner, showing the way by 2.5 lengths. In the pocket, Tuichi, and the half goes in 1, 2, and 3/5. Gates a keeper, still the commander. Tuichi, Patient Journey. Lizzie Borden and Zan Kaiser in third. 2 back the Luring Lucille, and Mimi and Me is still trotting fifth. It stayed that way through the last little bit. Coming down the backside for the final time, Gates a keeper. A length the best, Tuichi. Lizzie Borden a length back in third, 2 back to Luring Lucille, and Mimi and Me 3 behind Luring Lucille. 3/4 clocked in 1:35 and 1/5. Gates a keeper, looking to go wire to wire here in the finale. Tuichi with a good journey, maybe waiting for the stretch. Lizzie Borden, couple lengths back. Luring Lucille, Mimi and Me driving for the wire. It's John Wagner showing the way, trying to complete that wire-to-wire effort. Gates a keeper looks strong. Gates a keeper is going to keep that front stepping position all the way to the wire in 2, 5, and 3, followed by Tuichi and Lizzie Borden.